Who do you guys think were the best MLB players in 2022? Well, today I'll be answering that question because today I will be doing my MLB All-Star team for the 2022 season, and this is basically just a thing where you put down the best players in 2022, no matter if they're actually the best at their position. You guys are watching Mets Main Street, so like and subscribe. It helps me out, and I'll see you in the video. Alright guys, so to start my MLB All-Star Team Ballot thing, there's a lot of great first basemen out there, but I think this one's really easy for me. This one is going to be Paul Goldschmidt for me because he's just head and shoulders above the rest this season, and he will definitely be the NL MVP, so I think you have to go with Paul Goldschmidt on this one. Alright guys, so for second basemen here, I think there's three guys that you could argue for, Jose Altuve being one, Andres Jimenez being the second, and Jeff McNeil being the third, but I have to go with Jose Altuve here, just because he really is that guy. I mean, he has a 300 average this season, 820 OPS, like that's insane as a second baseman, 28 homers, 57 RBIs, and he can play very solid defense. I think on second baseman you have to go with Jose Altuve because he's really good. Guys, this one really is a gauntlet. The shortstop position of the MLB in 2022 really was insane with all the best players in MLB. You have so many guys that can make an argument for you. You have Xander Bogaerts, Carlos Correa, Francisco Lindor, Trey Turner, Dansby Swanson, Jeremy Pena. Really, all these guys have a chance at winning this. But here's why I'm not going to go with Francisco Lindor or Jeremy Pena. Their defense slipped a little bit, like Lindor's defense was still really good, but they just didn't offensively contribute as much as the other guys. So that leaves me down to four: Xander Bogaerts, Carlos Correa, Trey Turner, or Dansby Swanson. Here's why I'm going to go with Trey Turner. I think 27 stolen bases really is insane. 100 RBIs, 21 homers, about a 300 average. I know Xander Bogaerts and Carlos Correa have a higher OPS, but they didn't steal nearly as many bases, didn't have nearly as many RBIs, and they really just didn't contribute as much as Trey Turner was, and he was really important to the Dodgers because he brought that professional aspect to them. Guys, third base for me is a pretty easy decision. You could make an argument for J-Ram, you could make an argument for Manny Machado, but I have to go with Nolan Arenado here because he really is that MVP finalist guy. No more Coors Field effect. He really is that guy. And the Cardinals are pretty stacked at first and third, to be honest, with Nolan Arenado and Paul Goldschmidt. I mean, Nolan Arenado, that 900 OPS guy, platinum defense at third base, just won another platinum glove, 30 homers, 103 RBIs, and as you can see, first and third Manfred Cardinals are just stacked, and they really carry. For catcher, I really think there's only two guys that you could make an argument for. I mean, the Contreras brothers are great. Kirk is great. Adley Rutschman really came up, and he is the guy on deck, I think. But the two guys that you can make an argument for are JT Realmuto or Will Smith, but I think you have to give it to JT Realmuto because 21 stolen bases as a catcher is just insane and unheard of. That is Pudge numbers. 22 homers, 84 RBIs, 820 OPS, a very high average for a catcher as well. Just the best offensive and defensive catcher. I think he threw out 80% of runners or something crazy like that this season. And JT Realmuto for the Phillies is just a gem. And I am so jealous that the Mets didn't get him, and I'm so jealous that they got him from the Marlins. Guys, for me, DH is really easy, and it's really way easier I thought it would be because he's going with Shohei Ohtani and Bryce Harper and the machine Albert Pujols, but I have to pick Yordan Alvarez here because I love Shohei, I love Harper, I love the machine, but Yordan Alvarez hit to a 1.019 OPS, 306 average, about 40 homers, 100 RBIs. This guy is insane, and he should be the MVP if Shohei Ohtani or Aaron Judge were not alive. Outfield is tough for me. Obviously you have the first two easy decisions in Aaron Judge and Mike Trout. But the third guy, for me, gets really hard Like, you have Brandon Nimmo, Julio Rodriguez, Kyle Schwarber, you have Kyle Tucker, Taylor Ward. So many of these guys deserve this position. And then you have Mookie Betts as well, Byron Buxton up there. Michael Harris even deserves the position. Guys, I think I'm going to have to come back to this one for the third guy because I really can't think of it right now. Their starting pitching is tough for me because there's a lot of guys, but I'm glad I get to pick at least 5. I have to go with definitely Sandy Alcantara, Dylan Cease, and then you got to go with Tony Gonsolin. You have to go, I think, Shohei you have to go with, and then you have to go Justin Verlander because he's going to be the guy. He's going to win the Cy Young in the American League. So that's my 5 guys. You have Ohtani, Verlander, Alcantara, Cease, and Gonsolin. They were definitely the 5 best starting pitchers in 2022. Guys, for relief pitchers, this is a really easy decision for me. You have to go with Emmanuel Clase and Edwin Diaz because those guys are the best closers in baseball, the best relief pitchers in baseball. I mean, Edwin Diaz with 18 strikeouts per 9, Emmanuel Clase just above 9. They have totally different games, but they both work. Emmanuel Clase 1.36 ERA, Edwin Diaz 1.31. Like, these guys are really, really good, and nobody beat them in this year. Guys, for this last outfielder, it's going to be really tough. I have Judge, I have Mike Trout, but the last guy is going to be really hard. I already said there's so many guys that were great this year. I mean, Anthony Santander, 33 homers, but I mean, for me, it's down to Mookie Betts and Julio Rodriguez. Mookie Betts had more homers and a higher OPS, but I think Julio Rodriguez had a higher average, more stolen bases, a little bit less RBIs, but that I don't really take that into consideration much because if there was DRS on this, Julio Rodriguez had such a good defensive season. He carried that Mariners team as a rookie, and I think that's going to be my decision for this. Even though I love Mookie Betts, I love all the other guys, Brandon Nimmo included, but Julio Rodriguez was really, really great for a rookie. Okay, guys, so these are my picks for the 2022 All-MLB team. I'm going to go through them fast. I had Paul Goldschmidt at first base, Jose Altuve at second, Trey Turner at short, Nolan Arenado at third, JT Realmuto at catcher, Yordan Alvarez my DH. The 3 outfielders I had Aaron Judge, I had Julio Rodriguez, and Mike Trout, and then my 5 starting pitchers, Alcantara, Cease, Gonsolin, Shohei Ohtani, and Justin Verlander. And then my 2 relief pitchers were Emmanuel Clase and Edwin Diaz. Guys, I really think this was the best team I could have made because all these guys are really great. And if I had to go up against this team with anybody else, I think this team would definitely win. And that's why they're winners. Guys, let me know if you enjoyed this video. I really hope you did because I really did. Smash that like button, subscribe. It helps me out. I'm getting the subscribers up, so I'm really happy about that. You guys are watching Mets Main Street, and I hope you enjoy your walk on the video. And just have a great day, guys. And I'll see you guys later. Bye.